From Toronto, Canada, it's the Up and Adam Show. I'm Stu Jeffers, and now, here's your host, Adam Lupus.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Up and Adam Show. My name is Adam Lupus. I, of course, am your host every Sunday at 8 p.m. I know my outfit's looking a little different tonight. Straight from the 90s, my favorite decade of all time. You guys know that. Of course, born in 1999, didn't get to live through it at all. Got a solid 7 months out of the whole year, but it's okay. I love it. I love Full House. Love Saved by the Bell. Love Fresh Prince. Come on. But anyways, guys, the outfit and the whole decade, the 90s, it's ironic because it has nothing to do with this episode. Or does it? No, I'm just fucking around. It doesn't. But besides that, guys, we got a great episode tonight. My girlfriend Francesca Fotia is back on the show, and tonight we're doing conspiracy theories. I know the Bad Batch does conspiracy theories on this channel. They're gonna be doing a lot more on this show going forward. But I guess this whole episode tonight will be, I guess, kind of centered around the conspiracy theories. It's cool to have different takes. I know the Bad Batch has their own takes. They're doing their own segments. But for this one, my girlfriend and I wanted to give you guys our takes on a couple of pretty cool ones. Aliens, Area 51, the moon landing. I think AIDS was one of them too, which I think is funny. I think the Bad Batch is doing that one as well in the next episode. But again, it's good to get different takes on it. Luke Smith is back again, guys, of course, for another movie review. This week he's doing a very underrated movie, but it's actually one of his favorites. It's called Bone Tomahawk. And actually stars Kurt Russell, who you guys all know and love from the Thing. It was also in The Hateful Eight, which is a movie I haven't seen. I know Luke's watching this right now, and Luke, don't hate me. He's a big Quentin Tarantino fan, and I've only seen a couple films. I liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Pulp Fiction. Okay, I know Luke's watching this. He's going like, he's biting his fist right now. He's giving me one of those, that Italian dude, like, I'm about to get slapped. So yeah, sorry, Luke. But yeah, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of Pulp Fiction. Haven't seen The Hateful Eight. I've seen Kill Bill. I've seen Kill Bill. Loved it. So it's a different type of style. I know Quentin Tarantino takes a lot from the Japanese style of fighting and stuff like that from his movies. From movies. He puts that in his. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, so Bone Tomahawk. I can't even speak, guys. You know that, but it's okay. And yeah, so he'll be doing that movie. And then also the Bad Batch tonight, their conspiracy theory is Justin Trudeau, if he is Fidel Castro's son. Guys, I don't know about that one. I'll be honest with you. It was a great episode. Do I think he's his son? I don't know. Are his policies the same? Yes, they kind of are. Just screwing around, guys. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the episode as always. Please smash that subscribe button and the like button, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the show.
Welcome back to the Up and Adam Show. I am back.
We're back, fellas, and we have a cool episode today, guys. It's Adam and Francesca here, the power couple, of course. And babe, what are we doing today?
Okay, so today's just like a little last minute idea, but we're gonna talk about some conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and I know the Bad Batch on the channel does them, but you know what? It's good to hear two different perspectives and two sides from two different people, right?
But there's so many of them.
So many of them, and they're doing a different one anyways today. So we got something cool. You want to tell the audience which conspiracy theories we're talking about today?
Okay.
Or should we just go in order?
Yeah, let's just start with one, and we'll see how many is good.
Okay.
You know.
So I think firstly, let's talk about Area 51 and aliens, okay?
Okay.
Now, firstly, I want to say something. I don't ask you, do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe in aliens too. And I don't think they're the aliens that look like the deformed, like big, circular, pointy jaw.
No. Like, first of all, I'm Catholic, so it goes against my religion to believe in aliens. But I just... the universe doesn't end.
Wait, did you tell Father Ernie about this?
I don't go to Father Ernie.
Who'd you tell? Father Philip?
Father Greg.
Father Greg, if you're watching this, which you shouldn't be watching this, but if you are, tell her she has to go confess. Go on.
But I just think the universe doesn't end. We are not the only things living in this universe. It's just, to me, it's impossible.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And like you said, I don't think the aliens look like that stereotypical thing with the big head, the big eyes. I think like literally aliens could be even little tiny
organisms
that
Yeah.
just live on another planet. Like as long as it's alive, it's an alien.
You know what? So I think it was back in 1945, like in the 40s when the war was going on, and it was in Roswell, New Mexico. That's when they had that aircraft or like that UFO crash.
A UFO.
Did you hear about that?
crash?
Yeah, it was like a Justin, if you could put like a picture on the screen to show people what I'm talking about. It was like it was in like a newspaper article. It was there was an aircraft that crashed on Roswell, New Mexico, and that's what stirred up all this stuff. And it crashed in Area 51, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too educated on this stuff. This is what I just hear, and I saw it in a Futurama episode as well. It's called Roswell That Ends Well. And you know, let me just say it didn't end well because Fry ended up banging his grandma and he became his own grandpa. So, anyways,
what
he did actually. It was in the episode. We should watch it tonight. It's actually good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually. That's I'm not gonna get into that.
No, that
because sorry. Anyways, yeah. So that in Area 51, and it's funny. Me and Joe were actually on like Google Maps a couple years ago, and we searched it. When you search it in Google Maps and it brings you there, like to Area 51, it like immediately brings you back out. Like it won't let you search it.
No, you can't see in it.
Yeah, well, if you try, I don't know about now, but if you tried to search it back then, you know, like if you search up a place, it like the earth moves and it goes to that place. If you try doing that, it would move and then it would go backwards. It wouldn't let you go to it. Like so, I think they're hiding shit. I know it's something scheduled. I don't know if it's aliens. I don't know if they're hiding technology.
That's the thing. They're like, if it we
that's
don't
a
know
whole
if it's aliens
Area 51
or like
is a conspiracy.
they say it's like military. It's like a military base. I don't know, but I just, as far as aliens go, I believe in them.
Yeah, I do too.
Like I just don't find it likely that we're the only living things. Like I don't think we're that important. Like I don't think humans and animals
way to like, you know, shun us as a society.
Okay, but like honestly, I feel like if there are aliens, like they would be more intelligent than us.
I feel like if aliens came here and they came to my house and they came on like on a Sunday morning when I'm missing my mutandis just eating Cheetos on the couch watching Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, they'd be like, this is what we have. This is what civilization's like.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be so disappointed.
I don't know, babe. I have a pretty interesting life, you know. I like, you know, I'm a pretty fun guy, you know.
I'm a fun guy.
I'm pretty cool, you know. I like watching nostalgia.
Yeah, but you can't speak their language.
Babe, I can't even speak Italian. How am I gonna speak alien?
Yeah, and then look what you're wearing.
I'm a disgrace.
He's a disgrace.
You made me reveal you made me reveal it that I can't speak Italian.
You said it.
No, yeah, that's true. Okay, I called myself out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What's the next one?
Next one, the moon landing.
Okay, but can I say something? I personally don't think the moon landings were fake.
I'm like
I don't believe
I am
fake.
In the middle.
I just don't think why I don't see why it's so unrealistic that we went to the moon.
Okay, but you know why people think it's fake?
Why?
Because they went in 1969.
I have an argument for this. But go on. Why did they go back?
Okay, but let me finish. They never went back. That's one reason. And then the other reasons because the US and Russia were like in competition to who would make it first. So then the US, like they're saying they pretended that they actually made it to piss off Russia, but then they didn't.
Okay, well, go on, sorry.
And then, because people think it's also fake, because in the video, there's like, the flag is like moving, like there's wind, but there's no wind. Or something.
I can explain all this.
It was something like that, like people were saying. But yes, I'd like to hear you explain.
Yeah, I can explain all that stuff. And again, maybe my arguments, like you guys might not agree with it because you're probably saying like, well, Adam, well, of course the government and of course NASA is going to tell you that to cover it up. Like obviously they're going to try to cover their ass. But listen, about the flag moving first off, you know why? The flag is not moving. There's just no gravity in space that the flag, it's so thin that it looks like it's waving, but it's really just, it's like floating, if that makes sense, because there's no gravity. It wouldn't fall because it's so thin and so light that there's not enough weight to put it down. If that makes sense. It wouldn't like that's what I'm trying to say, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense. I think I'm explaining that right. Second, they went in 1967. Was it 67?
69.
69. Wink, wink. In 1969, why didn't they go back? Because sorry, by the way, I don't know why I spazzed like that. Anyway, sorry, I was trying to wink.
Because there was nothing there.
There was nothing. They did all because now like think about it, why would they go back? It was more just a competition, like to see who can go there, who was more technologically advanced, like to physically go there. But they're thinking now, like, why do we have to go there? They know nothing's on the moon, and maybe there is shit that they've explored enough of the moon. You know that, right? I think they have, with like rovers and shit like that.
I know, but I feel like because now we're so much more advanced that like they could go back and it might like be different.
But maybe because it's dangerous too, you know, like it's maybe not worth it to send people there. But they're probably working because maybe it's a lot of money too, you know that, right? But I think like, is it worth to spend all this money to send people there? You know, just for the record, I don't know if I'm talking 100% facts here. Like, I don't know anything about this shit. I'm just saying this is what I think.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said I'm in the middle with that one, because like it makes sense why they would fake it, but it also like it could be real too.
Yeah, but and then there's also a video I saw too, which was kind of sketchy. And there was an interview. The guy's like, "How come we never went back?" And he's like, "Oh, the NASA guy." He's like, "Oh, we destroyed that technology." I'm like, "Why would you destroy it?" But then I thought about maybe because they didn't want Russia to get a hold of it. But then again, like,
that's why
something doesn't make sense. I get what you mean. I don't know how to explain it.
It's a little sus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, I want to talk about this one because this is one I don't believe.
What?
You know the reptilian thing?
What? That people are reptiles?
Yeah.
I thought Orlando Brown was a reptile.
You thought he was trippy red though.
I think he should be red mixed with like the green lizard.
Okay, but listen, like when people are like, "Oh, there's reptilians running the world," like, have you ever seen those videos of famous people and they're like, "Oh my god, look at their eyes," and they zoom in and then it like,
you know what it's called, guys?
For a second, it like looks like
it's called heroin. Go on.
For a second, like their eyes look like a reptilian. It's because like the camera like effects or something. It's not. They're not reptile. Like why would they be?
Can I be honest with something? And this is where like it sounds cool. I don't believe in it, but remember in Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man?
That guy.
Sorry, part 1. Yeah, but remember he wanted to make everybody reptiles because they can regenerate. They're stronger. They're faster.
But listen.
So like, do you think the government is? Yeah, now I'm really going like this is like I talk like a stoner. I don't smoke. But basically, do you think that they're trying to do that to humans? Like make them more advanced, like making them like superhumans?
No, because like they die. Like some people that they said were reptilian died. So like, what is that gonna do?
I mean,
like of old age or whatever. Like they still die. So what's the point?
Yeah, you're right.
Like it doesn't.
Maybe they're not reptilians.
Yeah, like I feel like the only proof about that reptilian thing is that when their eyes go weird on TV. That's the only proof that people have.
Yeah, but like they look nothing like. Other than that, they don't look like reptiles.
No.
So what the fuck? It's just their eyes.
It's so weird. And
so
then,
what's this? What's this experiment doing to them? They're just making their eyes look.
No,
I don't get it.
And then that ties in with the Illuminati. Because they think that the Illuminati's these people are part of it, and like they run like a secret society that is trying to take over the world or something. I don't know really how it works. I don't know. Like I don't know. That's hard too.
Well, did you saw on the dollar bill? Doesn't it have the Illuminati on it?
Yeah, it's the pyramid with the eye. But I think
what does that mean?
I think that meant something else. I don't know what it meant. But then
I know there is a group. There is like a. Doesn't the Illuminati exist, or is that a conspiracy?
No, that's a conspiracy.
I thought they exist, but they're just a bunch of crackheads.
No, like people think it's a group, and that they run like Hollywood. So, for example, like these celebrities, you know, when celebrities die, like really like suspiciously, like people like the Illuminati killed them.
But why?
Like that goes in with the other one I wanted to talk about, like celebrity deaths when people think they're still alive. For example, Michael Jackson. Like, do
you believe he died?
Something. Yeah, I think he died. But I'm just tying into the Illuminati. Like they said, some people that believe in it, they're like they killed him because he was speaking out against them. Like he was saying like he was saying things about them, like he was saying they're trying to take over, they ruined my life, like something. Like it was weird. And then people are like, who's they? But then I don't know, like they could be so many. It could be a number of.
Did he say Illuminati, or did you just said they?
They.
Oh, okay, maybe he meant the people that were the music
yeah, the music industry. But then people are like, oh, what if they're in it? And then
come on,
and then
like, it's so far-fetched, all this shit, you know, like it just like, and not for anything too. Come on, Michael Jackson, like I love Michael Jackson, but he wasn't like all there either. Come on.
No, Michael Jackson had a lot of problems because of like his childhood and stuff.
And you would think, can I be honest? If you think someone would be dying, it'd probably be a guy like Jim Carrey. Then why is he still alive? Then
Yeah, but that's another thing they were saying, because they said when he spoke out against them, his girlfriend died.
No,
apparently.
No, she killed herself, and she did.
But then they were like, she killed herself.
No, they found no.
They
found her. He walked in the room. He saw her die.
But the same thing happened with Prince, because he did the same thing. He spoke out against Illuminati. Like, he said something similar to Michael Jackson.
I think,
and then he died.
Yeah, but how about Frank Sinatra? Frank Sinatra spoke all about. I don't know about Illuminati, but he spoke out against all bad shit. I know he was a big activist for a lot of things. He died normal. He just died at normal age. Maybe because that was before. And he was a big icon too. That guy was legendary.
I don't know, because I feel like when people see how these big icons die young, it's like, how does it happen?
It's called drugs, babe.
I know it's drugs.
Like Prince too. Like look at Prince. Look at fucking Rick James. Didn't Rick James die? He's dead too, isn't he?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure he's
dead.
But
I know
of course.
With Prince,
I'm Rick James, bitch. Like that guy's fucked.
I know with Prince, he got like this medication that wasn't legal in the States for like his hip pain or something.
And there you go.
No, but it was like a narcotic. Like it wasn't like bad. It was just someone like gave him something bad. They laced it. That's how he died.
Babe, can I be honest about something?
It's not like he was doing like heroin or like.
But babe, if Illuminati's real and they killed him, don't you think they would do something smarter and more elaborate than getting some fucking junkie, some Jesse Pinkman, to sell him fentanyl?
No, because then people are like, oh, it was that. Like, they don't suspect anything. Why would you would suspect it if it was something else, if it was like a...
I see. So they made it so obvious.
They made it like, it was just an accident. Like, this guy just gave him a bad thing.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. And then also with celebrity deaths, like every celebrity that died, like, I think they're dead. I don't think anyone that died is like alive or they faked their death. I don't think so.
I think the only person I think he's obviously dead now, but who was alive longer than what they said, what the media said, was Hitler. I think he survived longer. I just believe that.
That's another conspiracy.
Because apparently I was reading about this, that the Nazis created like this, not time machine, but like you can a cryogenic machine.
No.
Yeah, they were working on it though. A cryogenics machine to freeze people. Apparently, I think it was that. I should have done my research, guys. I apologize, but you guys will know. Like, just there's a bunch of shit with all that stuff with like the Nazis and stuff, but there was something like that where they like made like a cryogenics, or like they made this super weapon. It was it was a super weapon, I think.
Then what happened to it?
I think it got destroyed or it didn't work. They were working on it, and I think it didn't work. It was kind of like in Spider-Man 2 when Dr. Otto Octavius was creating that sun and the thing. Remember, it went wrong.
Okay, but like, see,
it wasn't like that. I'm trying to make a joke.
I'm a very skeptical person. There's only certain things that I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, aliens is like the only one that I like really think they're real, but everything else I'm kind of like...
Well, what's the last one we were going to talk about? Well, there's one more, wasn't there?
Oh, there was another one that I was going to tell you about. I saw it on TikTok, and I actually believe this one.
What?
It was that the Titanic wasn't the Titanic. It was another ship called the Olympic, and the guy that created it pretended to make the Olympic the Titanic, and it sunk on purpose so he could get the insurance money. And all his competitors were on the Titanic, which is actually the Olympic. They were all on it, and they all died.
Wasn't it called the Titanic though?
No, it was called the Olympic. He had two. He had the Olympic and the Titanic. The Titanic was the new one, and the Olympic was the old one.
Where did he? Oh,
so he put Titanic over the Olympic name, and then he got all his he made it a big thing, and he said everyone it's
unsinkable.
It's unsinkable, and then he put all his these famous people, his competitors went
but
on
then
it.
He died?
No, and then it said a couple minutes before it went sailing, he decided not to go on. He canceled. He didn't go.
The captain,
the owner.
But the captain died though.
Okay, but the captain, maybe he didn't even know. But I'm saying the guy that owned the boat, he didn't end up going a couple minutes before it said sail.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, and then all the people that he was in competition with died. That seems likely. That could have been possible.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw it on
Why
TikTok.
did you send it to me? You probably didn't.
I think I sent it to you.
Of course, and I didn't see it.
I saw it. I was like, oh my god, like this seems like legit.
She sends me so many TikToks, I can't even keep up anymore. I see like I wake up in the morning, it's like because I go to bed earlier than her. It's like 30, 40, 50. I'm like you just like and you send it so quick. On my phone, I'll get a notification like 10 notifications back to back. I'm like, do you not even watch the TikTok?
No,
You just
because
send?
on my For You page, it's like literally everything that I like or I find interesting, and then I just like everything.
My For You page on YouTube, for example, it's all like YouTube poop stuff. It's like Bully Maguire.
Yeah, because that's what you watch. I'm saying
it's all messed up.
My
the SpongeBob one too. That would be like.
Yeah, it's because I use it so much. It's catered to me, so I
Yeah.
just like everything. But that was a really cool one that I never heard of, and I'm like, this seems legit.
Was there another one we had to talk about or no? Or was that it?
I
thought there was
no,
one more.
and then we were gonna talk about like celebrities. So for example, like we talked about Michael Jackson and Prince. And then like for example, Tupac, like I think he died. Like I don't think.
Okay, but how about this conspiracy theory? The Sankoku?
Oh, the Sanpaku eyes.
Thank you. There you go.
I told him about this. So there's a thing. It's like a Japanese. It is a Japanese conspiracy, and it's so. Let me Google it right now. Let me see who had it. So basically, it says that if you have, so you know when you look straight and your pupil, your like whole eye, the colored part of your eye, when you look straight, there's no white underneath. Like your eye,
a bit.
no, like your eye, like you see, your lid doesn't go under, like it covers the white part, right? They were saying that people who had Sanpaku eyes, like with the white underneath, so their eyes are like this. They say that they die prematurely.
Justin, put a picture so they can see.
And a lot of people that
Sanpaku.
A lot of people that have them died like early or like from
Princess
tragic
Diana,
deaths.
right?
So like wait, can I I'm gonna show them. So do you see how she has the whites under her eyes? Like it's not covered like this. It's like this. Do you see? So people were saying it's a Japanese conspiracy that people with those eyes die prematurely or like of a tragic death.
So it's like they're cursed in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're cursed, and like a lot of like
crazy
people.
That guy had it too.
Yeah, like this school shooter had it. This guy, the guy that shot the.
Let me see something. Oh my god!
That guy.
No, that actually.
This guy that had a cult. It's just.
No, but he didn't have it.
No, he didn't have it. But I'm saying like a lot of people have them, and a lot of people who have.
A lot of people
who have passed away like prematurely.
And Billie Eilish has it?
Yeah, Billie Eilish has it. That's
scary. Adolf Hitler had it?
Oh, JFK had it.
Oh my god. Well, he died prematurely.
Yeah, he did. He got shot in the head.
But not like prematurely.
No, I said it's premature or tragic death. He got shot in the head.
Did John Lennon have it?
Let me see.
Imagine if he did. If John has it,
John Lennon.
That means I believe in this shit. If he has it, put Sanpaku.
I don't think he had them.
He looks stoned. I can't even tell. His eyes are like they're always closed.
No, but he always wore sunglasses. So it's kind of
maybe he did.
No, he didn't have them.
No,
he didn't have them.
Wow.
But like a lot of people have had them. And
I can't believe Hitler had it.
Like Audrey Hepburn had them.
But you can't even tell that much, really, though. Look, that's how mine look.
No, they don't.
Look.
They don't. It covers your Marilyn Monroe had them.
Are you serious? She did?
Yeah.
But look. There doesn't look like she did.
Because the angle that but look at this one.
Oh my god, you're right.
I swear, like
that's so sketchy.
I saw that on TikTok too.
Of course.
The Sanpaku eyes thing, like, yeah, it's pretty weird.
Oh my god. Wow, and Robert Pattinson has it too?
No, Robert Pattinson has it.
Yo, that's fucked, honestly.
And Timothy Chalamet, bro, that's messed.
No, he has it too? Yeah, kind of.
Oh
wow.
my god, that's mess.
Oof, all right. Well, not going when nothing happens.
Honestly, yeah, no. I think Prince had them too. And Michael Jackson.
Like that intro?
Yeah. Let me see if Prince had them. Prince.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait, let me see Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
The Dave Chappelle
Yeah.
special. Bro.
Oh my god. Yo, that's scary. You think it's real then?
That's weird.
So you believe in curses then and stuff?
I guess like this one's just like really weird. I don't know. It seems.
But who put the curse? It was like some ancient shit that like
I
passed
don't
it down.
fucking know. Like I gotta look more into it, but that's weird.
Okay, well. On a lighter note, I think that's it for today, no?
Yeah,
I got some goosebumps there.
we covered a lot.
Yeah.
And like some that you didn't know, or maybe you guys didn't know.
I nearly shot myself.
I find these things really interesting.
But we want to hear what you guys think in the comments below.
Yeah.
And other than that, babe, you want to plug in your socials?
Yeah, so I am
Yes.
so Franny Fotia on Instagram and Twitter. I don't really use anything else. Oh, TikTok, don't follow me. But
What?
because like I don't post anything.
Oh, well, yeah, you guys can obviously follow me on the Up and Adam Show on YouTube. You guys are on YouTube, but you can follow me on Instagram and stay tuned for more. We got Luke from the Bad Batch coming on right after this, and we got Bad Batch doing another conspiracy.
Luke from the Bad Batch.
Sorry, Luke from. Thank you. You see, this is why I love her, guys. You know, look at her. See, she levels me. She's good.
Yeah.
Luke from the Cinebros podcast, and then the boys from the Bad Batch doing a conspiracy theory. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Did it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Active Box Office. I'm your host, Luke Smith. Guys, as always, I'm going to basically be saying this at the beginning of each segment every week, but thank you all so much for just embracing the changes that we made to the Up and Adam show, and not only embracing them, but loving them. I've had a lot of positive feedback about it. You guys are the best, and it's very encouraging to us here at the Up and Adam show, because we want to keep trying new things. You know, it's not fun to just sit in the same spot all your life. You know, obviously, we want to keep trying to do new things and expand and change up the format, and I'm really, really glad you guys like it. Now, last week on the segment, I talked about the iCarly reboot, which I hated. It's awful. I really hated it. Go check out that video if you don't believe me, or if you just want to give me some more views on the video. Either way, I'm all about more views, so thank you all for that. But yeah, so this week I'm excited because I'm talking about something I actually like. Now, this is a movie that the more I've been rewatching it recently, I saw it whenever I was 15, which I definitely shouldn't have, and rewatching it the past couple days, I've rewatched it several times now, and I've kind of come to love this movie. It's kind of creeping in. It's on the edge of being in my top 10 of all time. It's not quite there yet, but it's creeping in. And that is Bone Tomahawk. Now, a lot of people know about this movie for a very brutal death scene, and it is very graphic and disturbing, but that has kind of overshadowed the movie, and I think that's a shame, because this is one of the best Westerns that I've ever seen. I love Quentin Tarantino, and Django Unchained is literally my favorite film of all time. So that is definitely my favorite Western. You got some Clint Eastwood ones that are classics, of course. But I got to be honest, right behind Django Unchained, I gotta be honest with you, I think Bone Tomahawk takes that next spot. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, this movie is written and directed by an author who kind of broke into filmmaking. His name is S. Craig Zahler, and this was his first feature film. And it's crazy because for a director who's never directed a film before or has written a screenplay before Bone Tomahawk, his style is already very distinctive. He lays out exactly what he wants to do, very confident. And it's always incredible when you can tell a director's confident in their abilities and their vision. And you can't even see the director on the screen, and you can tell that they're that confident just by how the movie's made. And I think that's very impressive. It's also got a stacked cast. You got Kurt Russell in this movie, who is a freaking legend. Everybody loves Kurt Russell, and he's rocking an epic beard in this movie, an epic mustache that I would love to have a mustache like that, but this is all I got. So, but anyway, Kurt Russell is obviously fantastic. He plays the sheriff of a town called Bright Hope, and this town is raided, and some of the residents are captured by a cannibalistic, cave-dwelling Native American tribe. And these people are very, very horrific. And this movie is essentially a mission where Sheriff Hunt, Kurt Russell's character, forms a posse of 3 other guys, and they go out, and it's essentially a Western road trip movie, if you could kind of call it that, with some horror elements sprinkled in at the very end, where they go to try to save the people in the town that were captured. Guys, I tell you, I know it sounds like a very simple premise. Oh, it's a rescue mission movie. How many of those have we seen? And we've seen a ton of them. This movie's concept is not that original, but what makes it fresh is the confidence of the director and the script. This is one of the best scripts I've ever heard. Not just are each of these 4 characters, you got Sheriff Hunt, you got backup deputy Chicory, played by Richard Jenkins, who's fantastic. You got the husband of the town doctor, one of the women who was kidnapped by this Native American tribe, Arthur O'Dwyer, I think's his name, played by Patrick Wilson, who you know from the Conjuring movies, Insidious. You know Patrick Wilson, he's a fantastic actor. And the biggest surprise in this movie to me is actually Matthew Fox, who plays a guy named John Bruder, who's this suave gunslinger guy who was a veteran of the Indian Wars, which I learned about in history class. So history class didn't totally fail me, but he's a veteran of the Indian Wars, and he goes with this group to save these people because he feels like he has a debt owed to them. I don't want to get into specific spoilers. You'll find out what that debt is and why he feels like he needs to help them. But he's very cocky, and in a movie like this, typically this type of character would backstab the characters, later on in the movie. He'd be a constant nuisance and a douchebag. And sure, he's kind of douchey, very cocky, but he's honestly a nice man once you get down to it. He's a good man, he has good intentions, he doesn't always come off good, but he wants to do the right thing. And that's the thing, all these characters, there's no backstabbing that goes on. And I know a lot of Westerns have backstabs and betrayals, and it's very entertaining. Nothing wrong with a good backstab in a movie, but all 4 of these guys, they come together despite their differences. And that's the biggest strength of this movie. It makes you care about each of these men, and it develops these characters so well that when the horrific violence, awfulness, basically when this movie turns into a horror movie in the last hour, you really care about what's happening. You're very invested in these characters, and you don't want them to die. But yeah, like I was saying, Matthew Fox is fantastic as John Bruder. He's probably my favorite actor in the movie. And I'm not a Matthew Fox guy. First off, I don't like talking too good about him because he's notoriously a piece of garbage person. He abuses women, all kinds of stuff like that. So Matthew Fox, not a good guy. And this is his last acting credit to date. So I feel like he's probably being canceled because it's been a while now. But yeah, in this movie, he's fantastic. His name, if it sounds familiar, he played Jack Shepherd in Lost, who was the main character in that show. Nobody's favorite character. Consider the weak link of that show. But for whatever reason, he dialed it in, and I got to give him credit. He gives my favorite performance in the movie. Now, I will say that one of my favorite things ever in horror films, or in horror-type films, are practical gore effects. CGI is good when it's used well. The Marvel movies and Star Wars and Disney and as a whole, they know how to use CGI and make it look convincing. But a lot of movies just overuse it, especially modern horror just overuses CGI. But this movie is very gory, it's very violent, and it's all practical effects. It's so old school. And some people would say, oh, well, that dead body's a dummy, or that looks fake. But who cares? Because I love the fact that it's practical, and it looks better than if they did CGI. This movie's very low budget. It's only $1.8 million budget, which is crazy to think about. And if they used CGI with a budget that small, would have looked horrible. So they kind of had to use practical effects, but it's one of those instances where a weakness, the smaller budget actually made the film better. So yeah, Bone Tomahawk is fantastic. Be warned, there is some graphic violence. It's one of the most disturbing death scenes I've ever seen near the end of this film. I won't go into detail about who it is, but it emotionally disturbs me and affects me every time I see it. But listen, again, don't let that overshadow the rest of the film. This is a Western, first and foremost, with horror elements sprinkled in. Guys, I love this movie. I've been rambling on for 7.5 minutes now, which might be the longest at the box office segment I've ever done before, but I can't stop talking about this movie. I love it. That's really all I have to say, guys. Check out Bone Tomahawk if you can. It's not on any streaming services for free, but you can rent it on Amazon Prime. I rented it, and eventually I was like, I need to quit renting this. I need to buy it. So I bought it, and I don't regret it. It's a fantastic film. So I definitely recommend Bone Tomahawk. Guys, thank you as always for watching the Up and Adam show. Thank you again so much for the love and support. Thank you, Adam, for just allowing me to be a part of your team and to be a crew member. It's just awesome. It's a great blessing. Again, thank you guys for everything that you do. We have the best fans in the world, so thank you all. Now, on to the Bad Batch with this week's conspiracy theory. See you guys.
It's Daniel.
It's John. It's John.
It's Anth.
And I'm Michael.
And
We are the Bad Batch.
the Bad Batch, the one and only Bad Batch, the first and ever. Okay, go ahead, Ed.
the only ones.
We're back on this amazing show.
Yeah. Welcome back to another segment of the conspiracy theories. So today, with my fellow Canadians,
Go ahead.
so I have another Canadian theory for you guys. What are your thoughts on Justin Trudeau?
I don't want to
Big
get
JT?
Yeah, big JT.
He's a good-looking guy. Samantha, let me go
don't want to
my
get too
coat.
political, but yeah, he's decent.
He's decent. What about you,
chilly
John?
out.
And then he trips on the doorstep. Nah, I like him. He's amazing. He's chill.
Mike?
He loves plastic water bottles. Yo, that's what I know about him.
Big JT, man.
Well,
Big JT.
What are your thoughts on Fidel Castro?
What?
He's bad, right?
So Fidel Castro,
He's the bad guy in the movie, right?
He's the guy that was
He's
okay,
antagonist.
but turned bad at the end.
Fidel Castro was a Cuban dictator, and he caused a lot of shit. I'm not going to get into a lot of it, but so you don't know? Do you know Fidel Castro?
Of course, bro.
And what are your thoughts on him?
I mean, what he's done for like Cuba?
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't have to specify.
not ideally.
Yeah, okay.
But
It's all right. What about you, Mike? Just I think he's a cool. He has a nice mustache.
I think
a nice beard.
I think
Yeah.
he's a good lad. You know, my neighbor actually had a tattoo of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, and he was Cuban.
Yeah, he's
so-
Cuban.
well, the Cubans.
Some
love
people
him. The
highly
Cubans
respect
love
him.
him.
No,
A lot of Murals.
The Cubans like him?
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna get too off topic
The
here. I don't really know.
Americans,
Not so much.
not so much.
Okay, well, what I want to talk about a little quick conspiracy that we'll see what you guys think about it. But so Justin Trudeau's father, Pierre-Emerick Trudeau, you guys are.
Yeah.
Who was actually a legend for Canada.
He was a legend for Canada. You guys all know.
OHIP. He created OHIP.
That's not what I hear, but go on.
I mean, yeah, it depends on who
Well.
you ask. But
Yeah.
so Pierre-Emerick Trudeau
Politics.
used to be friends with Fidel Castro.
Really?
Yes. And they used to go to. He was Fidel.
high
Sorry.
They ran game chat together, actually.
They were. Pierre-Emerick Trudeau was the first person outside of Cuba to get close with Fidel Castro.
Okay.
Okay.
So they had a pretty tight relationship. Him, and Fidel, and his wife, and so is Pierre-Emerick and his wife.
So that's why Canada and Cuba have like good relations.
Yeah, they have. They've always had good relations because of that.
Okay,
So,
I see.
There's a conspiracy going around that
Around town.
Fidel Castro is actually Justin Trudeau's father. Oh shit! Because there's saying that
He banged his wife?
they used to have like brothels and like shit like that
God.
in Cuba.
What the-
Because they were always close to each other. And if you were to ever look at a picture comparison of Mr. Fidel Castro and
He does have
picture
the
of
same.
Justin
He
Trudeau,
kind of know the hair, bro.
they
It's the
look-
hair.
if you look at a picture, I don't know if we
Yeah.
can put a pictures on screen, but they look identical to each other.
Put a
It's
picture
pretty
of
crazy.
Fidel right here,
Yeah.
and then you can run Pierre. I mean, JT.
JT. So I just wanted to know you guys' thoughts on that and the possible like, if that's like obviously it's pretty far fetched, but the fact
Yeah.
that if that's true,
He went on a little business trip to Cuba.
yeah,
Okay, well, if
Well,
that's
then, wait, if they went to a business trip, well, if Fidel, right?
yeah, Fidel,
Is Justin Trudeau's dad?
yeah,
That means he was
JT's
banging his mom.
yeah.
So they went
Yeah.
on a business
So
trip
they went
together.
together, and they just
Yeah.
went to a Cuban orgy.
Yeah.
That's what, no, that,
Maybe was it
No,
Pure
we're
Elliott
saying-
went to like a little bar or something.
It-
He left his wife back
No,
in the
no, no,
hotel
no,
room.
got a little fight.
No, the conspiracy
not that
is
serious.
that like the couples used to like bang
like
each other.
swingers?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they're
these are
swingers.
mates.
Okay,
Yeah, like they used to,
my
like,
thing.
They used to do that.
My thing off the bat that nobody has even mentioned yet, that would mean that JT isn't Canadian.
Yeah.
So he's not eligible to be a prime minister.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You need to be born in Canada.
Well, he was born in Canada.
He was born in Canada.
He was still born in
He was
Canada.
conceived in
He
Cuba.
was just saying conceived.
Yeah.
Born in Canada.
Yeah.
You dirty bro.
So he has like half, and that's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
That's
have-
why his
crazy.
Spanish is good. That's
That's
why his Spanish is good.
and that's why we're still good with Cuba.
Yeah.
That's why our third national language is. No, I'm joking.
It's actually Indian.
It's actually, I think it's Italian, to be honest.
Definitely not.
No, it's
I'm
actually
pretty sure-
neither. It's just literally French.
Yeah, I think it's just French Canadian.
French?
It's
Sorry, French
we're,
people.
we're a bilingual country. We have
Multicultural.
Canadian-
Not bilingual, but
but
It would
like
also be
we're,
bilingual.
our language is bilingual.
Yeah, yeah.
We speak English and French. Those
English
are
and
two
okay,
national.
that's like the States with Spanish.
But yeah.
Anyways,
No, I was going to say, yeah. So what are your, I was going to say, what are the thoughts of a possible pretty controversial
you find
character?
this?
I saw it on TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah. And it was pretty, and honestly, and then I searched up like the pictures between them, and they literally look almost identical. So I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought of that. And then ask you guys as well in the comment section what you guys think of it. If you guys can let me know what you think. And if you guys can look at the pictures.
If that's true, that's just like crazy.
Yeah.
Just to even think of that, just like, because they're like, he's our president. I mean,
Come on.
He's our prime minister. He's our prime minister.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
No, yo, you know what? I think that would be. I'm trying to think back to anything. It could be something with Russia too, but that might be the biggest scandal in government history. Like dramatic scandal. I'm saying.
It could be if it like there's not enough proof to back it, except for the fact that they look alike, and their parent and Pierre and
They
Fidel
did
used
have a
to
good
hang out.
friendship. I
Yes,
do know
they
about that.
used to be together all the
That is
time.
crazy, bro.
So just the fact of like if it's possible, you never know.
That'd be wild.
But and then it was Justin Trudeau as prime minister now. The things that he could be pulling that obviously we don't know about would
See,
be
but something like that would never come
different.
out. You think that would come
no,
out?
definitely would never come
and that's
out.
the thing. Yeah, they would
Yeah.
never leak that information. Even if it got
Never
traction, they would never admit
never
to
admit
it.
to it.
Because how would they find, like,
Yeah,
you know?
there's no way of
But
proving it
yeah,
unless
I'm
it's
gonna say I agree with that.
Has a relationship with Cuba improved since Justin Trudeau?
I think it's just
been
been
prime
it's
minister?
always been
Or
good.
just
It's always been
very
good. It's always been good. But I feel like I don't know.
Maybe that's one that he took to
Just
the
the
grave.
comparison's pretty
Something we'll
crazy.
never know.
Like when you really fixate on the two faces, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That was a good one.
So again, in the comments below, let us know what you guys think. Look up a picture, seriously, because this is a really good one. This makes you really think.
We should sign a petition and get Justin Trudeau to do a DNA test, and we'll see what he is.
Link in the bio.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're the Bad Batch.
Peace.
Peace.